Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here with us today. Wherever you're listening from, whether you're on your morning commute, relaxing at home, or taking a little break, we're really happy you joined us.
Hey, great to see you all. Well, hear you all. I had the best cup of coffee this morning, and I thought, today is going to be a great day. And now we get to talk about one of my favorite topics ever.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Dreams and goals. I love this topic because everyone has them. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. You have something you want to do, something you want to become. And today, we're going to learn exactly how to talk about those things in English.
That's right. And here's the thing. Talking about your dreams and goals is one of the most common conversations you'll have in English. With friends, at work, in job interviews, on dates. People always ask, so what are your goals? Or what do you want to do with your life? Exactly. So by the end of today's episode, you're going to be able to talk about your dreams and goals confidently. You'll know the right words, the right phrases, and the right grammar to express what you really want in life. And here's our first question for you today. And we want you to answer in the comments. What's one dream or goal you have right now? It can be big, it can be small. Maybe you want to learn to cook, or maybe you want to move to a new country. Write it down in the comments. We read every single one. Yes, do it. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button on Simple English Talks so you never miss an episode. We put out new content every week to help your English get better and better. Okay, let's get into it. All right, let's start with the most basic and most useful way to talk about dreams and goals in English, and that is using want to and would like to. These two phrases are your best friends when you're talking about things you hope to do. The formula is super simple. You just say I plus want to plus verb, or I plus would like to plus verb. That's it. Subject, then want to or would like to, then the action. So, for example, I want to travel the world. I want to learn Spanish. I want to start my own business. See how easy that is?
And would like to is just a little more polite, a little softer. Like, I would like to become a doctor. I would like to write a book someday. It means exactly the same thing, but it sounds a bit more formal or gentle.
Right. So if someone asks you in a job interview, what are your goals? You might say, I would like to grow my skills and become a team leader. But with a close friend, you'd probably just say, I want to be my own boss someday. Much more casual.
I love that. Okay, pause for a second. What do you want to do? Try saying it out loud right now. Just say, I want to, and fill in the blank. Don't worry about being perfect. Just say it. And if you want to talk about someone else's dream, the structure stays the same. She wants to become an artist. He wants to buy a house. They want to move abroad. You just change the subject. Now, what about the negative? If you want to say something you don't want, easy. Just add don't before want to. Like, I don't want to work a boring job. I don't want to live far from my family. Make sense?
Totally. And you can also add a time word to make it more specific. Like, I want to travel the world someday. I want to learn English this year. I want to open a cafe by the time I'm 30. Those little time words, someday, this year, by next summer, they make your goals sound more real. So let's recap this section. To talk about dreams and goals, use I want to for casual situations, and I would like to when you want to sound a little more polite or formal. Add time words to make your goals specific, and remember, you can use these phrases to talk about anyone, not just yourself. Great stuff. Let's keep going. Now, let's take things up a level, because want to is great for talking about wishes and desires, things you'd like. But sometimes you want to say something stronger, something more like, this is actually happening. And for that, we use going to, planning to, and hoping to.
Oh, yes. And these feel very different from just wanting something. Like, I want to go to the gym, and I'm going to go to the gym. One sounds like a wish, the other sounds like a plan.
Exactly. So the structure for going to is
I plus am plus going to plus verb. Like, I'm going to apply for a new job. I'm going to study English every day. I'm going to save money for a trip to Japan. Now, planning to sounds even more intentional. Like, there's actual thought behind it. I'm planning to go back to school next year. I'm planning to move to a bigger apartment. I'm planning to start a podcast. Hey, sound familiar?
Yeah, we planned to start this podcast and then we actually did it. And then there's hoping to, which is a little softer. It means you really want it to happen, but you know it depends on other things too. Like, I'm hoping to get a promotion this year. I'm hoping to visit my family in the summer. So here's a little tip. Think of it like a scale. Want to is a wish. Hoping to is a strong wish with some uncertainty. Planning to means you're actively working toward it. And going to means it's basically decided. Make sense? I love that. It's like levels of commitment. Okay, here's a practice activity. I'm going to say a situation and you choose which phrase fits best. Ready? Situation 1. You've already booked your flight. You just bought your ticket. How do you say it? I'm going to travel to Italy because it's decided. Done deal. Perfect. Situation 2. You want to learn to cook. You've been watching YouTube videos. You bought some cookbooks. It's serious, but you haven't signed up for a class yet. Oh, I'm planning to take a cooking class. There's clear intention there. Nice. Now here's your challenge for the comments. Write one sentence using each of these 3. Going to, planning to, and hoping to. Write about your real life, your actual goals. We want to hear them.
Yes, and don't be shy. Your goals are worth sharing. Okay, quick review. Going to for decided plans, planning to for active intentions, and hoping to for strong wishes with some uncertainty. These 3 phrases are going to make your English sound so much more natural when you talk about your future.
All right, now we're getting into the fun stuff. Because sometimes you want to talk about big, beautiful, maybe faraway dreams. Not just practical plans, but the deep stuff. Your biggest wishes. And English has some really expressive ways to do that.
Oh, I love this part. Okay, first one. I dream of. You use this for big dreams, sometimes things that feel a little distant or magical. Like, I dream of living by the ocean. I dream of writing a best-selling novel. I dream of retiring early and traveling the world.
Notice that after dream of, you use the ing form of the verb. I dream of traveling. I dream of owning. I dream of becoming. Not I dream of to travel. That's a common mistake, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Then there's I wish. Now, I wish is a little different. It often talks about things that aren't true right now, but you want them to be. Like, I wish I could speak 5 languages. I wish I had more time to follow my passions. I wish I lived closer to the beach.
Yeah, I wish I lived closer to the beach too. That one's very real for me.
Ha, me too. Okay, and then there's one day. This is a beautiful, simple phrase. Just 2 words, and they carry so much hope. One day I'll open my own restaurant. One day I'll learn to play the piano. One day I'll see the northern lights.
I love one day because it's optimistic. It doesn't say when, but it says, I believe it'll happen. That kind of language is really powerful when you talk about yourself in English. It makes you sound hopeful and motivated. And here's a tip about tone. When you say one day with a slightly slower, softer voice, it sounds really heartfelt. Try it. One day I'll visit my home country again. Feel that? It's almost poetic. Okay, let's do a little mini practice. I'll say a dream, and you, yes, you listening, say it out loud using one of our new phrases. Ready? Dream. You want to be fluent in English someday. Say it.
You could say, I dream of speaking English fluently. Or, one day I'll be completely fluent in English. Or even, I wish I could already speak English perfectly. All 3 work, and they all sound great.
Fantastic. And here's your comment challenge for this section. Write one I dream of sentence about your biggest dream in life. Don't hold back. Write the real one, the one that lives in your heart. We seriously love reading these.
So, to review section 3, use I dream of plus verb ing for big aspirations, I wish plus past tense for things you want but don't have yet, and one day for hopeful, open-ended dreams. These phrases will make your English expressive and real. Nice work getting this far.
Okay, now it's time for one of my favorite parts of every episode, common mistakes. And I'm not just talking about your mistakes. I've made all of these myself when I was learning. So no judgment here, just learning.
Same here.
Okay, mistake number 1, and this one is so common. People say, I dream of to travel. Wrong. After dream of, you need the ing form. So the correct version is, I dream of traveling, not to travel. Dream of traveling, dream of becoming, dream of living, always ing. Why does this happen? Because in many languages, you use an infinitive after similar expressions. But in English, dream of is followed by a gerund, the ing form. So just remember, dream of plus verb ing. Say it a few times so it sticks. Mistake number 2, confusing wish and hope. A lot of learners use them like they're exactly the same, but they're not. Hope is for things that could realistically happen. Wish is for things that are unlikely or impossible right now. So I hope to get the job? Yes, realistic. I wish I could fly? Well, not happening anytime soon. Ha! Yeah, don't go to a job interview and say, I wish to get this position. That sounds like it's out of reach. Say, I hope to get this position, or I'm hoping to join your team. Much better.
Mistake number 3, saying I want to plus noun instead of I want to plus verb. So people sometimes say, I want to a new job. No, you can't put a noun directly after want to. You need a verb. I want to find a new job. I want to get a promotion. Find, get, have, start, always a verb after want to.
And the 4th one, using going to when you mean want to. Like saying, I'm going to be a doctor when you're 12 years old and just thinking about it. It's not wrong exactly, but going to sounds very decided. If it's still just a dream, say, I want to be a doctor, or I'm hoping to become a doctor. Save going to for when the plan is real and solid.
Okay, quick practice. I'll say the wrong version and you correct it out loud. Ready? I dream of to become a teacher. Your turn.
The correct version is, I dream of becoming a teacher. Great job if you got that.
And one more. I wish to travel more. Is that correct?
Technically it works in very formal English, but it sounds a bit old-fashioned. Most people would say, I hope to travel more, or I'd love to travel more. Much more natural.
Exactly. And hey, making mistakes is totally part of learning. Every single mistake is just a step closer to getting it right. Don't let the fear of mistakes stop you from speaking. The more you try, the better you get. That's the truth.
All right, it's practice time. This is my favorite part because this is where things really click. I'm going to give you a few situations, and for each one, there are 2 sentences. Your job is to choose which one sounds more natural or correct.
And say your answer out loud. Don't just think it. Actually say it. That's how speaking practice works. Your brain and your mouth both need the workout.
Situation 1. You've signed up for a Spanish class starting next month. Which sounds better? A, I want to learn Spanish, or B, I'm going to learn Spanish.
B, I'm going to learn Spanish. Because you've already signed up. It's a decided plan. Want to would work if you're just thinking about it, but this is happening.
Situation 2. You're daydreaming about living on a tropical island. Which fits better? A, I'm going to live on a tropical island. Or B, I dream of living on a tropical island. Definitely B. I dream of living on a tropical island. It's a beautiful dream, not a booked flight. Going to would only work if you've literally bought property there. Situation 3. You're not sure if you'll get accepted to the university, but you really want to go. A, I'm going to study there. Or B, I'm hoping to study there. B, I'm hoping to study there. Because there's uncertainty. You haven't been accepted yet. Hoping to is perfect when your goal depends on something outside your control. Love it. Now here's your challenge. Create your own sentence for each of these 3 situations, but use your real life. Share them in the comments. We want to see how you're using everything you've learned today.
And remember, real conversation isn't about being perfect. It's about being understood and expressing yourself. If someone understands your dream, you're doing great. Keep going, keep speaking, and keep practicing.
Okay, we've covered so much today, and I am genuinely impressed with how far you've come in just one episode. Let's take a moment to look back at everything we learned.
Yes. So today on Simple English Talks, we covered 3 big areas. First, we learned how to express basic dreams and desires using want to and would like to. Second, we learned how to talk about plans and intentions with going to, planning to, and hoping to. And third, we explored more expressive dream language. I dream of, I wish, and one day. And we also went through 4 really common mistakes, including the classic dream of to travel error, and learned how to fix them. You now have a whole set of tools to talk about your dreams and goals in natural, confident English. Here's a question for you to think about, and write in the comments if you feel like it. Which dream or goal feels most important to you right now? And which phrase will you use to talk about it? Is it I'm going to, or I dream of, or one day? We would love to know. And if this episode helped you today, please share it with a friend who's also learning English. The more the merrier. And don't forget to like this video and leave a comment. It really helps Simple English Talks reach more learners around the world. And subscribe if you haven't already. We're here every week with new episodes designed to make your English feel natural and real, not like a textbook. You deserve to express yourself fully in English, and we're here to help you get there. You've got this. We believe in you. See you next time.